Piece of advice? Well, just follow your instincts and don't take any advice. Don't box yourself in by listening to rules. And guerrilla theatre is my favourite. So it's just kind of getting out there amongst it and blurring reality with fiction.
The Oscar goes to.
And the Oscar goes to.
The Oscar goes to.
And the Oscar goes to.
So for today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different. So there's going to be no behind the scenes, no short films, but instead we're going to tackle a topic that most people want to know when they're starting out, which is, how did you start out? But instead of hearing me talk about it, we're going to go right to the source, right to some Academy Award-winning filmmakers who I had the pleasure of talking to when I was living in New Zealand back in 2009. So without further ado,
And the Oscar goes to.
Jim Rigel, Joe Letteri, Randall William Cook, and Alex Funky for Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King.
Oh, if you're really starting out, the most important thing is just to learn the story. Really just try to tell a good story. Everything else you can fit around that and make it happen. And don't give up.
The Oscar goes to Fran Walsh, Phillippa Boyens, Peter Jackson for Lord of the Rings.
Quick word of advice. Do it, just do it. You've got, everybody says that, but it's really true. You've just got to go out there and do it, and you've got to trust yourself, because it's hard. People are going to say, try it this way or do it this way. You've just got to keep focused on what you had as a vision for what it is you want to do, and then don't be afraid. Don't worry about failing, because everybody fails. You should read our first drafts. They're appalling. and you just, you learn. It's all in the rewriting. It's all in the crafting. It's all in the cut and those sort of things. And yeah, just keep doing it. But and do it, because we need more great filmmakers.
And the Oscar goes to James Selkirk for The Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
Well, they've got us. Independent film. That's got actually. Well, that's a tricky one. I've got to think about that. It's a tricky question. Independent, obviously, they've got to strive to do what they want to do best, and they've got to keep at it and try hard and get everyone on their side and do what they can. Because if they don't get the films made, we're not going to get them into the cinemas. Editing's obviously a career. People want to try and get involved, and you've really got to get right and stuck into it. You've got to sort of obviously work very well with the director. You've got to strive to tell the story. After the end of the day, editing is telling a story, and you actually can't tell the story unless you've got good images. So if you have a good working relationship with the director, you can do that. So it's good.
so there we have it. I know some of this was very simple, very generic. You may have even heard it before, but I think it's so true. Like, you have to start somewhere. And thinking that there's an impossible wall to climb over to get from where you are to being at the top of Hollywood is sometimes just all in your head. So the best thing to do is to start somewhere, pick up a camera, go get your friends, get out there and shoot something. So I have to give a shout out to a frequent collaborator of mine, John Lotso, who helped me do these interviews, along with a lot of the other crazy shorts that you're going to see on this channel. If you like today's video and you want to see more behind the scenes, more short films, and even a live production diary of us making a feature film later on this year, hit that subscribe button and leave me a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Until next time.
Just keep it up, keep working hard, dreams do come true.